Hey gang, Ryan here again with the Cactus Con crew, and I am now joined by K or Turbo Yoda. He does not actually have a camera right now, but he's with us in spirit and in voice. K, how's it going, man?
Hey, what's up? I'm good. What about you?
Good, good. Little known fact, perhaps, Kay and I actually work together at day job. When I say together, work like not different teams, like the actual exact team. BlackBerry Security Services Incident Response. Another shout out. Hi to BlackBerry, one of our partners this year. So Kay and I communicate every day, just about.
Hey, sick.
We're gonna kick off some. Actually, I'm gonna try first. Let me try something here real quick. Survey says. Never mind. We'll get to those prizes later on. All right. So, okay, I used to fart around with what we call data logging. There was a company called Han Data. You ever heard of them?
Yeah, they do the flashing for ECU still, I think actually,
Oh,
or what the
snap.
technology is.
Okay. I didn't know that. Back in the day, they had a little box. They had a couple devices, but the most popular was a little box called the Han Data Honda
Yeah,
Logger. And it was S200. And you would
yeah,
just plug it into your ECU and you usually leave it in your glove box or whatever.
yeah.
And it would do all kinds of recording. And you could even output like the video to AVI. And you can have, the video would be like a tax, fuel mappings, all kinds of fun stuff. And then you could overlay that with a camera in the car. I don't know if we actually had GoPros back then in like 99, 2000, but they had an extended license that you could get by paying for it. And we were trying to crack the software. It was my first time using soft ice. Like seriously, like hours a day, I was trying to crack it. I never did, by the way. That sucks. But yeah, so I'm really interested in the general car hacking stuff. Thank you so much for showing us all that. How did you originally get into this?
Um, I've always been kind of into cars, and so it was kind of a natural progression as I got into cybersecurity stuff. Um, I got bored one day and I was like, okay, let's just hook up my laptop to the car and see what happens. Um, it was part of I just did a workshop at campus as part of like some of the things I do on campus. But yeah, I basically just got bored. I was like, all right, this is a thing. I know it's a thing because I've seen it before. Let's do it. Just dive in.
I like it. My favorite part of all of it is the virtual instrument cluster. I
Yeah.
love that. Just like, yeah, let's just emulate the damn thing. I think that's really, really cool. Do you perhaps have any like recordings with a whole bunch of instruments in a video somewhere, a recording that someone could check out?
I don't, unfortunately.
Well, no pressure. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it. I'm sure others want to see it too. That'd be really cool. We were just talking off stream about CAN bus and whether it's required or not, essentially, because so many people, abide by the protocol. And OBD2, obviously, being mandatory. And I remember the first time we went for a smog check as a family, and rather than a sensor on your exhaust, they were just like, "All right, get out of the car," and they, open your kick panel and just boop, just plug it in and pick up all your stuff. And I remember thinking to myself, well, that seems really easy. Like, I wonder, and yeah, it is easy. Yeah, you can get all kinds of fun stuff. What's your favorite? So you listed like the ELM 327 and the CanTac. What's your favorite device to play around? What's your go-to?
The Cantact. That's so I carry ELM for like basic engine codes and stuff, but the Cantact is like if you're like me, you're lazy and you just want something that works, you get the Cantact.
Mhm.
If you have an Arduino laying around, get the Seed Shield and it'll work. There's less sort of upfront cost if you already have the Arduino in there at home. Yeah.
I was actually going to ask if there are any custom build projects, stuff where maybe you could buy the parts from DigiKey or something like that. But I guess technically the Arduino, that would be the way to go, right? Just throw a shield on it.
You can do that. The Cantact, the original Cantact editor is actually open source. So like all the diagrams and the PCB and what you need to buy is all out there on a GitHub. If you look it up, I will pop a link into the Talks Q&A channel in a bit. But that's
Awesome.
all open source hardware, which is great. It's all open source.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to check the Q&A chat. Have you heard of or played with a car loop?
No, I have not. I'm just doing a quick Google real fast. I don't recall hearing of it.
That question
I
comes
think
from one of the community's general car hacking enthusiasts that I used to work with for a couple of years.
Oh man, now I'm under
I'm sure he's going to
spotlight.
ping you. I'm pretty sure he's going to ping you. Let's talk.
It's. I feel like there's a couple other kits that are similar to this car loop thing. I can't think of any names off the top of my head though. Uh, can't say I have, unfortunately.
Okay. So any lasting thoughts, anything you want to leave us with in terms of general car hacking, or how people can really get involved, community kind of stuff?
If you look up open garages, I think it's kind of a hard thing with code right now, but open garages, there's some areas where they have meetups for car hackers. There's none locally for me, but if you look up, I believe it's just opengarages.org. No, maybe it's not. It is opengarages.org. It's just being weird for me about loading. You can find a place where people do this for fun. Yeah, sometimes they rent out like a space in a shop, like a bay, or they do it at someone's house or whatever. But there are like meetups for this.
I see there's one listed here for Hacker Dojo in Santa Clara, California. That's
That's
I've
far from
learned that
me.
place. I've been there before a number of times. It's
Um,
awesome. That's
yeah,
cool.
Santa Clara is nice.
I don't see anything listed there in Arizona, but I'm not sure if this is the official directory or not.
Start one up.
Right?
I don't know how off May 2020. So that is a fairly recent page if you're on the wiki type. But yeah, definitely. If you want to start one, go for it.
We have
Just make sure you have spare money for a car if you break yours. That's what stopped me from doing it. I'm a college
I like
student.
at the beginning of your talk, you're like, maybe I'll not do it on my real.
Yeah.
So, question from the YouTube: if you could post, please, your links to the GitHub repos and various other tools and
Yeah.
such. Anything you have, if you could just dump those suckers, and also if you want to shoot them over to our team, to me or to whomever, we'll actually potentially add it to the YouTube video too, so folks can just go click and get
Okay.
right to it.
I will do that shortly.
And there's a pretty good question from the YouTube, but time-wise, we're not going to be able to get to it right now, concerning basically taking a cheapo OBD2 scanner, snipping a cable, rewiring, and having fun with it. So check that out. Well, Kay, thank you very much for being part of the conference. I'm really excited that one of my own team members and another, employee of one of our partners, BlackBerry, can be involved. So thank you very much for hanging out with us, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, and I'll see you at work probably tomorrow on the weekend because we work all the time.
Yes.
All right, man. See ya.
See you.